Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. I don't know if I've ever shouted that brother out before. He has a very good head on his shoulders. And I find myself agreeing with many of the points that he makes. Now, he released a video where he was talking about this black woman that made this comment about black men. And she basically said that black men are the white men of the black community. That black men hold black women down. Now, ironically, there have been plenty of black women that have came on social media that have complained about black men and their lack of power. You see how crazy that sounds? So you got this black woman that's saying that black men have been holding black women down, but at the same time, you got all of these black women that came around that basically complained about black men's lack of power. So you mean to tell me you got a group of men that are powerless, that are somehow holding black women down? It makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. But you see, this is the type of delusional rhetoric that comes out of the battle of the sexes within the black community. Namely, on social media. You see, I realize something. Whenever you're talking about the battle of the sexes and you're talking about other groups of people, it comes down to whatever gender, male or female, jockeying for some type of superior position over the other to gain more access to resources and public perception of themselves. But see, in the black community, the battle of the sexes is just plain sick. Because you're talking about a group of people that have all of these obstacles that have been placed in front of them, men and women. What type of resources do we control? You see what I mean? So when it comes to the battle of the sexes within the black community, it is totally different from any other group of people. The battle of the sexes within the black community is straight up delusional. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. Here on social media, what I realized is this right here. When you talk about the battle of the sexes, one of the key points of this battle of the sexes is black people proclaiming that the men and women of other races are better than their own. You got black women, let's start with black women. You got black women that will talk all kind of noise about black men. And they will tell other women, other black women, that the men of another race, namely white men, I will continue saying that. They try to make it seem like, oh, it's not just white men. No, it's mainly white men when y'all get to talking that noise. They'll say that white men are better than black men. And then you have black men that's basically doing the same thing. Talk all kind of noise about black women, but will proclaim that the women of another race, once again, namely white women, are better than their own black women. And I blame this on white Jesus. You see, what a lot of you people fail to realize is that not too long ago, all right, there were millions of black households in this country with portraits of white Jesus on their walls. Now, when you talk about a community where at least 80% of the people within that community claim allegiance to the church, how much power does that have when it comes to your perception of the men and women of another race being better than your own? See, you people don't think about this. And that's what's at the root of this whole battle of the sexes within the black community. That's at the root of it. And that's why I believe that this whole battle of the sexes within the black community is just plain delusional and sick. All right? We should not spend our time talking down on our own black people. You know what I'm saying? We should be getting together so we as a group can overcome these obstacles that have been, that it is obvious that the deck has been stacked against us. It's obvious. But you people come on social media every day talking noise about your own people. And you want to prop up the men and women of another race as being better than your own. I mean, you people are sick. And the world is watching this, okay? The world is watching this. That's why you have these infiltrators that always want to stick their nose into our conversations here on social media. They feel emboldened because we talk so much noise about our own people all the time. So, in my opinion, this battle of the sexes in the black community is fueled by white Jesus. And I'm going to leave it at that, yo. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.